Technology has changed our lives forever. We not only use it, we depend on it. So here's a question. Do you understand it? Any idea how a cell phone, a laser, or a microchip works? Even simpler, how does your refrigerator work? Some understand such things. Most of us, however, simply use them and reap their benefits. What if it was the same for wellness? What if the answer was in a technology you couldn't fully explain? Would you use it? Reap its benefits? Live with its results? What if that technology could improve the things you do every day? It might even affect the air you breathe, the water you drink, your nutrition, even your sleep. This technology exists, but it will never change your life if you don't make it a part of your life. It has already changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people worldwide. Maybe it's time for a new approach. Time to learn about amized fusion technology, AFT. Here's how it works. Our bodies are a composite of trillions of cells. Each cell is powered by electrons, protons, and neutrons. This is our energy, the very base element of who we are. Layered on top of that is our information system. This is our central nervous system. It controls the signals that traverse those energy signals. It responds to the energy system and communicates to the physical system. And finally, we have our physical system, the muscles, skeletal structure, and blood cells that control the physical activity within our body. These three areas make up what we call the human bioenergetic field. In simple terms, it's all the stuff that makes our bodies function properly. Keeping these systems functioning properly can have a huge impact on our wellness. Our goal is to live a life of wellness, a life in an optimal state of balance. But here's the problem. Every day, the energy systems within our body are attacked. Pollution, stress, bad diet, toxins in our environment, e-smog, and a myriad of other elements that wreak havoc within our energetic field. As that field is disrupted, information systems begin to break down. Our body stops communicating. Nerves, muscles, and cells stop receiving the commands that allow them to function properly. The result? Less energy, physical disorders, and deteriorating health. So, enough with the science lesson. Let's fix it with technology that directly addresses this energy dilemma. It's what amized fusion technology is all about. Developed by scientists, doctors, and physicists, it helps place the body back in an ideal state of energetic balance, or a homeostasis condition, a condition where the body's own systems can facilitate the healing process. The natural flow of energy is restored. The end result? Wellness, an optimal state of balance. Amega Global takes this quantum technology and infuses it into products that you use every day. Products that improve functions you perform every day, changing the air you breathe, the water you drink, jewelry you wear, even the way you care for your skin. Products with AFT technology are energized to resonate at zero-point field. This zero-point resonance helps the body clear the distortions in its bioenergy field and restores it to homeostasis, a true place of physical wellness. But isn't life more than just physical wellness? What if this technology could also have an impact on your finances, freedom, and entire way of life? Are you ready to breathe life back into your dreams? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The timing couldn't be better. The next step is up to you.
Today we're speaking with Diana Stahl and myself, Dan Kaufman, from ERS Incorporated, a research group and an avid researcher. Diana is an electrical engineer. She's also now moved into biofield energetic medicine, or the integrated health specialty of bioenergetic medicine. NIH defines complementary and alternative medicine CAM as natural products, mind-body medicine, acupuncture, and manipulative and body-based practices, chiropractic massage, which also includes bioenergetic medicine. Diana, is there any way you can measure this biofield?
Yes, that's what we have here today, is we have actually the biopulsar reflexograph. It is a medical device, has 3 medical certifications out of West Germany, and it allows us to measure the body's energy field. Most people are familiar with MRIs, which is the body's response to a magnetic field. Well, we measure through the hand sensor plate the bioenergetic field, or bioenergetic medicine.
Now, can you make corrections or adjustments to this field?
Right, and that's what we did our study on, is we looked at Amega Global's products, their zero-point energy device, because we wanted to see what happens when you introduce different nutritional or energy devices into a field and their response. So we took a baseline, test subjects, and then we introduced the devices into their energy field.
So today we're actually going to see these therapies performed, and we're actually going to see the results from these therapies. Is that correct?
Right here in real time. This is our hand scanner, and we're going to be taking a reading of your biofield. Okay, I need to see your left hand, please. Wonderful. We're going to be placing this on the 45 sensors. All right, excellent. Place your right hand over top of your left. Thank you. All right, and I'm going to be scanning, starting the scan. Wonderful. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Good. Good reading. Excellent. Okay, for about 2 minutes, just relax.
When we do the scan, we're looking for optimum health and vitality through each one of the organ and glandular systems. And in the graphs display, that is marked by the green line. Also in the image, we're looking for bright, brilliant colors. And as you can see around the head, they're not. They're very dark and muddy. If your attention now goes over to the cerebrum, you can see that the cerebrum is very, very low. It is no more than 5%. We're looking for a value around 60%. So that is why we do scans, to know exactly where the health and vitality is of each organ and glandular system.
I'm good. How are you today?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good. Well, this is a wellness tool, and it is infused with zero-point energy, which exists in all matter. And what we have found when the body's biofield is exposed to this, that it facilitates the body to self-rejuvenate. And so what we're going to do today is I'm going to start at the top of your head and introduce this to your body's energy systems, just to kind of wake your energy up a little. And then we're going to go through all of your 7 energy systems and facilitate your body to a place of homeostasis or balance. Now, do you have areas of concern?
Probably one of the worst is my hand.
All right, all right. Go ahead and rest your hand on mine. Take some deep breaths in and out. Which I should have asked you what your level of pain was, 0 to 10 when we started. 10 being call 911, 0 being nothing. Where were you at 4, 5, 6? Do you have
Probably, it usually stays around a 6.
around a 6? And so what is it now?
Surprisingly, about a 3, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Where are you at now?
Probably, maybe a 1. You can see it, but it's not as painful as it was.
As you remember from the first image, the colors were very gray and muted, and the cerebrum was very low. It was not much more than 5%. Now in the second image, you can see that the cerebrum is much higher. It's actually come into balance at 40%, and it actually moves up through 60% and a little bit higher. You can also see in the image the colors are much more bright and brilliant. We don't have those dark, muddy reds and grays. We have very lush greens and blues and yellows that are coming, and that talks about the energy that was brought into the person's body and how it rebalanced each one of these organ and glandular systems. You can see that the energy has increased through each one of the organ and glandular systems, and by using the zero-point energy devices and the energized water, we've been able to increase the vitality through the different organ and glandular systems.
Is there any additional things you can do?
Yes, we also looked at water because water is very dramatic, but we need to look at is the three different components: the quantity, the quality, and the energy of water. And I'm not talking about your energy drinks or your sport drinks that you're going to find in your grocery store. I'm talking about water that has life in it. And that's where we found our most dramatic results here, as you can see up on the screen, is the health that you, or the balance in the organ and glandular system you received from using the energized water from the water system.
For ease of viewing, we took the information from the biopulsar reflexograph and we put it into this nice graph here. As you can see from the before, look at the heart. It is an 8. Then after we introduced hydration, energized water into the body, look at the afters. You can see that the heart actually ran up to a 67. It's a little higher than we would like. 65 is the ideal. But the percent of improvement is almost 89%, which is very significant in the health and vitality that the person would be feeling.
Whether they're in an unhealthy state and we add the energy to their health field by using the 0-point energy tool, adding the water, then the energized water, we can actually restore balance back in their body and bring health. Or, on the other side of the coin, for people who are healthy, prevention, prevention, prevention.
Incredible. Well, to me, as a researcher, this experience has been fascinating. It's been incredible. I'm actually seeing results in devices that you don't plug in. They don't seem to be very technical. We're actually seeing physical changes, and that's what we've seen here today. That it's amazing to me that simple things, if you can call this simple, this advanced science can actually cause someone to go into a point of being healthy or their body wanting to heal itself. And I think this is exciting. It should be exciting for everyone. And I was pleased to meet Diana Stahl, and this has been very eye-opening to me. It's been incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm an acupuncturist from Philadelphia, and I got into this business just a few months ago, and I've been getting such incredible results with it. I have no experience in network marketing at all, but I've already signed up about 50 business associates into the business personally, and my organization is now about 200 people. It's very exciting. I get incredible results with my patients, and it's a lot of fun. I just have a passion for the technology of Amega.
I then took it to my sister, who had a major life-changing occurrence with that, and then to my mother. And these are people I loved and cared about, and I said, you know what? I can make money with this. And so my husband and I joined. It's been a year ago now. We've made it to the second highest level in the United States. And I've never seen an organization grow this fast. So we've been extremely happy.
Do you want to be healthy? With everything that's going around us, the environment, I let them experience that. With what my experience and what other people have experienced, so the belief and the experience and the testimonies that I have, I deliver to them. And in the beginning, they are not sure what I'm talking about, but then I have the wand and the item that to demo. And what happens is the demo has become so effective that the belief level, right, you build it within minutes.
I was introduced to Amega actually on Super Bowl Sunday this year. I had some chronic lower discomfort in my back for on and off 20 years, primarily from my career of sitting. And my girlfriend told me that there was a tool that she had, energy tool, and she'd love to be able to come over and try it on my lower back. Absolutely, how fast can you get here? And after 5 minutes, the discomfort was completely gone. I was able to bend over without any discomfort whatsoever, and I thought that was a miracle in itself.
If I can give this to my grandma, who never seen the light of a high school. She doesn't have a high school education. And if I can teach her to wound herself and bring her body into a state of ease and have a better night's sleep, to us, that's exactly the mandate of Amega Global in a marketplace. So looking forward to share this with more people and sharing all the tools and the accessories and the product Amega has.
Just sit back and relax, open up your mind. You're going to hear some things that are going to stretch your imagination. What we're talking about here is a cutting-edge science. We live in very exciting times. When we think of this technology that Amega has that is going to revolutionize the way we treat self-care globally, we're truly living in blessed times. And so this technology is built around zero-point field energy. And at the very first of this call, I think it's essential that I spend just a moment on what is zero-point field for those that have not ever heard of it before. And here's the short analogy that I use to try and get us at least with a handhold on what zero-point field is. If you had access to a very high-powered microscope, an electron microscope, that could look into inner space, what you would find is it would not matter, depending on whatever you put underneath that microscope, wouldn't matter what the choice was, whether it's seawater or a grain of sand or your finger. If you go into inner space deep enough, you come to a place where everything looks exactly the same, electrons, protons, and neutrons. And for a very long time, that was believed to be the whole story. The building blocks of everything around us they thought were those particles, until subspace particles were determined to exist. And then in 1913, one dimension lower than that, Einstein discovered zero-point field. And at first it was thought that zero-point field was a giant vacuum full of nothingness. But now we know that that's not the case. The quantum physicists around the world agree it exists, but it's not a vacuum. It's actually the complete reverse of that. It's actually the giant reservoir that holds all the energy from which everything manifests. It's the source of the energy from which everything manifests. And so what Amega Global has, it's kind of like they've cornered this access to putting source energy, resonance, into a variety of products through an amized fusion technology. For example, I'm holding in my hand one of my favorite products and our most demonstratable product. It looks like a stainless steel pen. But on close examination, there's no hole in the end where the ballpoint would normally be. That's closed over in stainless steel as well. And inside this wand, it's not a pen, it's a wand, inside of it are crystals and minerals that have sat in an amized fusion chamber for 21 days. They've been infused with zero-point field resonance, and so what shoots out the end of the wand is a stream of zero-point field resonance, remembrance, if you like. Now, you can't see the stream. It's not like a flashlight or a laser, but you can sure see the impact of it. And so that's pretty much where our story begins. Back in my home in Vancouver, early December, I have the good fortune of having Arun Keemer, the CEO of Amega, and Calvin Starr, the VP of Business Development, in my home to demonstrate the Amega products. And the first product they chose to demonstrate was this wand. And to do that, Calvin says, do you happen to have any lemons? And so thank goodness I did. He proceeds to cut a lemon into some thin lemon wedges, puts one on one plate and about 2 feet away, one on another plate, and he starts to wand the lemon, turning the wand in a clockwise motion about an inch above the lemon for about 45 seconds. And I try it, and it tastes like a sweet lemon to my palate. He says, now try the other one, the one that was not wanded. And it is so sour after I taste it, I'm ready to spit it out. And I'm thinking, how in the world did this happen? He never ever touched the lemon. Then he says, before I have a chance to recover, do you have any wine? We pour a little bit of red wine in 2 glasses. He wands the one, about 45 seconds again. And he asked me to try it, and I do. And it tastes like a very fine wine, a $50, $60 bottle of wine. He says, now try the other one, the unwanded, straight out of the bottle. And it tastes just the way I remember it, a $9.50 bottle of naked grape. So here's 2 simple tests. I'm blown away. I don't understand it. I can't imagine what happened there, but I can't deny it either. He says, now let's use your body for some more tests for strength, flexibility, and balance. And every time the Amega products were added to my body, I was stronger, more flexible, and more balanced. So in about 10 minutes from the time they arrived, I'm pretty much toast. And I'm thinking, man, I need to know everything now. So I book a flight to Chicago. There was a small group in Chicago doing in-home meetings. I wanted to be a fly on the wall. I just wanted to be a guest. I wanted to observe. I wanted to see what happened when people showed up that were invited by their friends to this meeting, and they volunteered to have their body wanded because they had a situation, and usually that situation had some pain reference to it. And here's what I observed: the miracle of the human body and its ability to heal in lightning speed when provided the right information. And it happened about 15 times in that 5-day period, enough to convince me that this here deserved the full exploration. I booked a flight to Singapore from Chicago, 30 hours in total, end up landing in the heart of this company in Asia to realize that, they're already a very going concern. Operating in many Asian countries, 5 years in business, over 500,000 distributors already involved, excited about the technology and sharing it with their loved ones. While I'm in Asia, they bring me up to Kuala Lumpur one day, and I tour through what I would call Amega's pride and joy. It's a facility called Nura, N-U-R-A. It's the first of its kind. It's the pilot project, and it's the first energy wellness healing center in the world. Cost just over $6 million. When I arrived there, the first thing they do is they put my body through a host of tests using some sophisticated equipment, and then 3 hours later, they repeated all the same tests to see what had changed, gave me about a 24-page printout to show me what had changed, which really mirrored what I felt. I felt huge change, but I didn't know what happened. And they showed me all the physiological changes that my body had experienced in just 3 hours. Well, folks, one of those centers will be built in America in 2011. And there's a rumor that it's going to be built somewhere close to Laguna Beach. I know that to be true because I started the rumor. When I was in Chicago, I had the opportunity to see a man about 70 years of age volunteer to have one half of his face used as the demonstration piece for the skincare products. Now, these products are 0-point energized, so when they hit the skin automatically embraces the ingredients in. They're allowed to do what they were designed to do. And then 2 wands are used to move the tissue, lift it, basically an anti-gravity approach, reversing the appearance of time. And after about 10 minutes, I come around to the front view, and I can hardly believe my eyes. This man looks like he's had a surgical facelift in 10 minutes on one half of his face. The other half looks like it could use one. And I instantly thought, well, my goodness, how long is this going to last? Like 20 minutes? Is it really very temporary? Or is he going to wake up tomorrow morning and everything's going to look pretty much the way it did yesterday? Well, when I was in Kuala Lumpur, I had the opportunity to talk to Jane, who's a significant part of the skincare line, very experienced, and she has done this many times. And what her experience is, 8 weeks later, you will still see a marked difference in 2 halves of a person's face. Well, folks, when these products get released towards the end of this month, and our distributors have the opportunity to demonstrate them with their friends, and you get to see what I've seen and what other distributors have seen, you're going to be, let's just say excitement is going to reign. There's going to be a level of enthusiasm that will kick into Amega, like adrenaline running through your veins, and it's going to create a second wave of activity here within North America. Toward the end of summer, they're going to release a mat, 3 feet by 6 feet. You're going to put it on your mattress. You're going to sleep on it. It's going to be a very potent field of 0-point energy, so potent that every night your body will be invited to move ever so gently to a place of complete homeostasis, where your body is totally at ease. And here's the wonderful thing. When your body's at ease, what does not exist is dis-ease. And so what does that mean? Sleep your way to ideal health. And that sounds pretty profound, but that's exactly what it is that we got going on here, folks. Hanging on my neck is one of my favorite products. It's a pendant. It puts me in a protective cone about 3 feet around me of 0-point energy. Protects me from EMFs, those things that come off of computer screens and cell phones and microwaves and fluorescent lights and television sets, and just basically burn holes in our energy field. We need this protection. We live in a world very different than the world our parents live in. And when our energy field gets compromised, our physical body then is compromised. On my wrist is a bracelet that speeds up circulation dramatically. I was a witness to that with my own eyes in Singapore. They put a microscope on my second finger of my left hand, and I watched my blood increase in flow rate, what appeared to be 3 or 4 times as fast, by simply placing the bracelet on my wrist. When I get up in the morning, I start my day with a big, well, about a liter of energized water from a machine that just got released about 3 weeks ago. It's the first of its kind in the world. It's a water ionizer that takes tap water and converts it into medicinal water, alkaline, microclustered, antioxidant water. But it has one additional feature that no other ionizer in the world has, and that is the water is also 0-point energized. It is so powerful and potent that you can test your body for strength, flexibility, and balance after you've drank some of this water, and you're going to see that you're solid as a rock, you're flexible, and your balance is like at optimum. And you can feel this water in your body. To that I add one of our other products. It's called Brine. It's a supersaturated saline solution, 84 trace minerals in it that our body needs so desperately to affect all the different chemical transactions that go in and on in our body for optimum health. And then to that I add another product called Amega. It's again energized. It's a super antioxidant from the superfruits, but it also has sulforaphane in it from broccoli sprouts. And sulforaphane has been clinically proven, not by us, by outside scientists, to have the capacity to turn on over 200 genes having to do with the production of glutathione. Well, glutathione is the master protector inside your body, 1,000,000 times more effective than vitamin C. And this is such a cutting-edge product, folks, that this whole science deserved the front cover of Time magazine a couple of months ago. It's called Epigenetics. And it basically is you no longer have to live with the hand of cards you were dealt with genetically. There are things you can do to change it, like turn the production of glutathione back on. So when you put your arms around all these products that I've just identified, what have we got here? We got the makings of a global self-care revolution. That's what we've got, because these products demonstrate in 3 to 5 minutes so powerfully that when you physically observe them at a meeting like I'll do tonight in Irvine, you will never forget it the rest of your life. What you're being exposed to here is the chance of a lifetime to make a difference in your life, your loved ones' lives, and the people that you touch in your world. So I'd call that opportunity knocking at your door. And the question that I have is, are you going to answer the door? What would that look like? Well, the first step would be purchasing a distributor's kit for $49. That would gain you entry into the inside of this self-care revolution movement. But at that point, you don't have any products, so the first product I'd recommend you purchase is a wand. That's your business building partner. You're going to wand everything you eat and everything you drink everywhere you go. And that'll start conversations. You can't wand this in public. You can't wand your food and drink in public without getting conversations going. And when they get going, you'll end up pointing them at this conference call. And when you do that, they're going to end up purchasing product, and you're going to end up getting paid a commission on that, and you'll end up getting your products paid for if you do it with enough enthusiasm. And oh, by the way, we've had over 14,000 people join us since the first week of January. So what I just referred to here is a scenario. It's worked a couple thousand times at the very least. So, but the best suggestion is a self-care pack. What's that? All the main products that were identified and highlighted here tonight on this call. The pendant for your outside body protection, the bracelet to speed up circulation, the wand for sure, your business building partner, the brine to that liquid spark plug effect, the Amega to turn on glutathione production. If you have all of those products, you have just purchased just over $900, and you have become something we call platinum in the compensation plan, which means you now have the right to earn up to $3,600 a day, every day, which is rather exciting. And here's the other really big component. You get to personally experience these products. And when you do, no kidding, we would have to tape your mouth shut if you to stop you from telling your friends about it and your loved ones about it, because you're gonna. Your wild enthusiasm, your natural raw enthusiasm is going to cause you to want to tell other people about it. So my suggestion is get back with the person invited you onto this call and say a big thank you. I love the call. I want to be part of this. It feels right. It feels like I could have found my home. And if that's the feeling you have, congratulations, you're on the right track.
I am. Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Yeah, as Dr. Gonzalez said, I'm a quantum neurologist, and I deal with elite track and field athletes and other sports, but primarily track and field. And when he sent me the wand, about 7 weeks ago, I started using it on my patients, and I travel on the World Track and Field circuit. And a couple days after I received the wand, I was at a international meetup in New York City, and one of the coaches, who was the head coach for the U.S. track and field team at the Summer Games in Athens, came up to me. He's in his late 70s. He has bone-on-bone degeneration in one of his knees, just terrible problem. It's all swollen up. He's always in pain, and he comes up to me during the course of the meet. He says, "Hey Doc, my knee's killing me. Can you help me out?" And I'm there in the middle of working with all of my athletes, but I had a couple minutes, so I pull out the wand and I literally wanded his knee for 60 seconds, for just 1 minute, and all of his pain was gone. I saw him about 12 days later at the U.S. Outdoor Track and Field Championships, and I said, "Hey Coach, how's that knee going along?" And he said that he had been completely pain-free for 10 days following that 1 minute treatment. I also see a lot of neurologic patients, a lot of severely injured people, and one of my guys is a quadriplegic. When he first came to see me, he had terrible pain all over his body, of course, no function of his legs at all, very limited function of his arms, and so I've taken him through this course of neurologic rehab with the quantum neurology, and we've gotten great results. We've been able to eliminate the pain, almost all of the pain from his body, restore some function, but one of the things that we haven't been able to help him with is the only pain he's left, or was left with, was pain in his right arm, moderate pain, unrelenting, 24 hours a day, would just never go away in spite of about 25 treatments. And so I got the wand when he came into my office. I treated him for about 4 minutes, and his pain went to a 0. And that really impressed me, because this is a guy that had already had a lot of neurologic care. He wasn't someone just off the street for his very first treatment. And one more example, I had a couple athletes at the U.S. Championships with Achilles tendon strains, and they were didn't look like they were going to be able to run at all. One of them, his Achilles tendon was so tender that even the pressure that you would use to press a doorbell was excruciating pain. And I wanded him for a few minutes, and his pain dropped dramatically. I was able to actually squeeze his tendon and only have moderate pain. And the other athlete, and that athlete went on to win a national title by quite a large amount. And then the second athlete, he had moderate Achilles tendon pain, and I wanded him, and his pain went to a 0, and he also won his event by quite a lot. So those are just some of my experiences. I could tell you 100 more if you wanted to, if you have the time for them. So, but I will pass it on back to Jason.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get our call underway. We thank you all very much for joining us. My name is Craig Jackman. I am with the Sales and Marketing Department here at Amega Worldwide. And tonight's topic is going to be on amized fusion technology. What is amized fusion technology? A lot of people ask that question. Well, it's a proprietary technology that's solely developed by the Amega Global Research and Development Team, comprised of a group of scientists. There are also doctors and physicists, and this was developed over a 25-year period using the principles of quantum physics and quantum mechanics. Now, our technology is based on zero-point energy. It's a concept that was discovered by Albert Einstein and a group of scientists back in 1913. And this technology has been around for nearly 100 years. Amega Global simply took this technology and learned how to harness it. Now, if you take a look at the monitor in front of you, there you go, you see two images on your screen, both pictures of a human cell. Now, the body itself has over 70 trillion of these cells. The image on your left is a picture of the energy given off by a normal cell. Take a look at the image that's on the right side. This is a cell that has been energized with the amized fusion technology. I want to ask you a question. Which one of these cells would you rather have in your body? By looking at the images, probably the one on the right, right? Right, since that is the one that is energized. As we continue through this call, we're going to try to keep things as simple as possible. We're going to try to keep things in layman's terms so that we're not going to get too complicated. We're not going to go into real deep depth into this technology, just so that you understand what amized fusion technology is all about. What's amazing about this technology is that in general it affects every one of us and everything around us, and it starts right here with Mother Earth. Now think of it like this. Mother Earth, our planet, has a magnetic field that surrounds it and protects it. And without this magnetic field, nothing would survive. It protects us from outside influences like the sun. And it's a powerful protection against something that is, quite larger than us when you think about the sun. So powerful that the sun would literally fry us if this magnetic field wasn't in place. And not only does Mother Earth have this energy field surrounding it, but we do too. We have an energy field surrounding us. In fact, all living organisms have a field of energy that surrounds them. It is this energy that helps keep us intact. This is our bioenergetic field, or as many know it to be, the aura. And it protects us from all sorts of harmful energies. Our bioenergetic field is the blueprint of our energy system. Balanced and unhindered flow of energy is important to health and wellness, and keeping the energy flowing and balanced is one of the most important things we can do in our lives. This we must do ourselves. No one can do it for us. So how do we do this? Well, wellness is an optimum state of balance. Being humans means that we need to have a balance of our physical, our social, financial, spiritual, environmental, intellectual, and emotional centers. It's all about being a person who has that balance. That is what the self-care evolution is all about. So here's the next question. How could I enjoy wellness? Well, if you want to enjoy wellness, the first thing you need is to have fresh and energized air. The air we breathe is most important. However, we spend almost 90% of our lives indoor, in our homes and offices, filled with pollutants, viruses, bacteria, and so on. To also enjoy wellness, we need pure and energized water, water that supports our bodies, not water that is contaminated or processed, water that gives us the life force energy we need. The third part of wellness is the need to have healthy and nutritional food. No more of that fast food lifestyle, processed foods, and so on. What we need is a healthy and nutritional food that is highly energized. Of course, we also need healthy and rejuvenating quality sleep. This is not about going to bed for just 8 hours, but a really good deep sleep that revives and rejuvenates our body. We also need to enjoy wellness, sufficient and regular exercise. This is what also energizes our body. No matter what it is, getting out for just 30 minutes a day, that is all part of enjoying wellness. And finally, the proper handling of stress and a healthy state of mind, keeping the thoughts moving forward, not getting stuck on bad things, but moving on with all of the good thoughts. This also affects our wellness. And if you have this wellness, you have energy. Your wellness, your well-being is directly related to your quantum energy, or your energy quantum. How do you feel? Okay, how do you perform? How do you handle stress? How you manage your life has a lot to do with your energetic level, your energetic quantum, your self-care evolution. Now let's take a look at our body and break it down. From the body, we go to the limbs. From the limbs, we go to the organs. From the organs to the tissues. Break the tissues down to cells. The human body, on average, is made, as mentioned before, of 70 trillion cells. And what makes these cells work? Well, if we go further, we break the cells to molecules, molecules to atoms, atoms to electrons, protons, and neutrons at final level. And what are electrons, protons, and neutrons? They are energy. 70 trillion cells powered by energy, a bundle of energy. Every living thing, every human, you have a life force energy that surrounds you. It's called the human bioenergetic field, a self-directed, intelligent system that keeps the information and energy flow at optimum balance. However, keeping the body balanced is becoming more and more difficult. Lack of energy causes our body to be imbalanced. Energy blockages and energetic interferences from external factors also cause our bodies to go out of balance. Environmental pollutions, electromagnetic fields, electrical interferences, lack of nutrients in our soil, sound, noise pollution, etc. Right now, for example, you are sitting in front of a computer screen. That's one energy blockage, or that's affecting our energetic interference. We use cell phones every day. You may be sitting under fluorescent lighting, which has an effect on our bioenergetic field. Microwave ovens, many of our now common everyday household items we take for granted are bombarding our bioenergetic field and creating holes or gaps in our aura. Those holes or gaps are where issues in our body occur. And these are not only some of the things that cause the body to be imbalanced, which in turn can result in disorder to the body. Disorder causes our body to be out of balance, which in turn affects our thoughts, emotions, and overall well-being. In other words, humans are a subtotal of our thoughts and emotions. Everything that we sense is energy. Our thoughts are energy. Our emotions are energy. Our sight is energy. Our feelings, our emotions are energy. The food we take, the nutrients in that food is energy. The air that we breathe is energy. The water we drink is energy. Everything in and around us is energy, and we are energy. And that energy needs constant support in order for us to be in a state of wellness and optimum balance. Now, to help us reach that balance, wellness equaling energy and energy equaling wellness, Amega Global has produced a line of total wellness products energized with the latest quantum technology, our very own proprietary amized fusion technology, and products that support your quantum wellness, from air to water to nutrition to personal products. What is amized fusion technology? Well, it's a proprietary technology where any human or other living organic matter is energized to resonate at a zero-point field energy. Now, this is the source of all life creation. Products that have been energized using this technology have been put in a highly specialized chamber and energized for 21 days. This is where the quantum physics takes over and gives these products their energy, their zero-point energy. The energy to help restore the distortions in our body's bioenergetic field and bring about a balanced or homeostatic condition. Now, to give you more of an understanding about how the amized fusion technology works, let's take a look at the screen. There we go. And in front of you, you see two images using a GDV device, or gas discharge visualization device. This GDV device shows a person's aura or bioenergetic field. And in this example, you can see the image on the left is someone's bioenergetic field prior to being influenced by our amized fusion technology. Notice the gaps in the aura and the spaces. Now look at the image on the right side. This person consumed one of our products, Amgenix DNA, and this is the image that was taken 30 minutes after drinking it. Look how solid the aura is. Isn't that an amazing difference? Isn't this the type of energy you want from your body? That's also what's in our other products, not just our Amgenix DNA, but our AmWand, Am Water Actify, Am Pendant, Ega True, massage oils, and so many other products that we have. Amized fusion technology solidifies and fortifies our body's bioenergetic field, and that is the state you want your body to be in all the time. Amega Global products offer you a complete wellness solution or total wellness, and products designed for your personal wellness, your environmental wellness, and your nutritional wellness. Let's take a look and take some time to go over some of the amazing products with our exclusive Amized Fusion technology offered by Amega Global. The first is our flagship product, the AmWand. It's a pen-like looking device of stainless steel. It contains crystals and minerals inside the chamber. We also have our newest version, which is our black tip AmWand. This one contains diamond dust as well as the crystals and minerals in the classic version of the AmWand. But the black tip adds about 30% more energy to the device because of the diamond dust. But that doesn't matter because the classic AmWand and the black tip AmWand are both effective. The energy comes out from the tip of the wand to a distance of about 30 meters. So how does this work? Well, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. We don't know. We know that something happens. Think of it like this. Think of it like a cell phone. It doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, whether you're in Canada, the U.S., in another country, in a city, your home office, at play, wherever. You know that you can send a text message or email to someone else using that same device, or even make a phone call. Do you actually see the messages flying out of your phone? Do you actually see them coming back into the phone from somebody else? Do you really understand what it takes for this technology to work? Not really. You just know it works, and you know that if you push the buttons, it works. Same kind of thing. So what do you do with this AmWand? Well, you simply wand any part of your body. If you're looking to help reset your body's normal ability to function as it should, just point the wand at the location of issue and rotate the wand in a clockwise manner for just a few minutes. Now, we cannot make claims that the AmWand and any of our other products can heal the body from its problems, but we can say that using the wand can help bring the body back into balance or homeostasis so the body can do what it was designed to do with the abilities we already have if we are healthy. And 1.6 million people worldwide in 5 years that are using products on a regular basis, you know, that says a lot when it comes to the use of our products around the world. The testimonials that we receive on a regular basis from those using the products are just mind-boggling as to what this product has been able to do. And wanding is not just reserved for the body either, but for anything you eat or drink to increase potency, to reduce acidity. It also energizes creams and oils for better absorption of nutrients. You can wand practically anything that is ingested into the body, and it will have a more positive effect than before. Now on the screen you see a series of demonstrations that we can show you, and you can learn to do yourself with others to show the effectiveness of the AmWand and some of our other products as well. One of the videos that's available on omegaworldwide.info features our wine test and with one of our founding members, Yusuf Ben Lucif, in addition to the other tests and demonstrations. So you have it right there. Now, if you're with us on the call, I'd invite people to purchase a wand if they don't have it. If they do have it, start using it. And let me give you an idea on how to do the wine demonstration. Now, this is really amazing. You take 2 glasses of wine. Get a cheap bottle of wine, okay? Pour equal amounts into both glasses. Set one of those glasses aside. Wand 1 glass just over the top. You don't have to put the wand inside the glass, just over the top. And do the wanding for about 30 seconds. Then taste the first glass of wine. Then set it aside. Take the other glass that was the unwanded glass and go ahead and drink that. You should taste a difference between the 2 glasses. One will probably taste more acidic, the one that you didn't want, or more tart, if you will. This is a great example of taking a cheap glass of wine and turning it into a finer tasting, more expensive tasting wine. And you can do this with scotch, vodka, or a lot of other different products. I had a gentleman in our offices earlier today who noticed the difference just on the wine. You'll taste the incredible difference too. Now, you could do this also with a lemon using the lemon test. Same thing. Slice lemon into thin wedges and separate them so that one half is wanded on one plate, another half remains as is. Then bite into the pieces that you wanted first, then the ones that you didn't want. You should experience a lesser tart or less acidic taste in the one that you did want than the very first one. I remember doing a demonstration here one evening, and person who took the lemon bite first, normal face, maybe just a little bit tart, a little bit sour, but then when she bit into the unwanted slice of lemon, her face, you know that face when the lemon is just so sour. That's the difference. That's what occurred, and that's how well the lemon test works. Basically, in layman's terms, here's what happened. The AM1 with its crystals, minerals, and the AFT technology has changed the molecular structure of the wine or the lemon and reduced the acidic levels of these products. So that is why you taste the difference of what's happening because of our technology. And again, as I mentioned, you can see other ways to even test the product and show how it works. The videos are available on amegaworldwide.info. Click on the training tab and then click on demo videos. Now let's talk about another product that Amega Global has. In fact, this product alone could be a billion-dollar product just by itself, and it's called Amgenix DNA. There's a lot of companies out there that have superfood type products, but there's nothing like this. Amgenix DNA has been developed with our proprietary amide fusion technology and using a form of technology called nutrigenomics. Think of it as nutrition talking to your genes. And without going, again, so far into this technology, which we can do another presentation on, and we have done that, nutrigenomics is based on the science of epigenetics, and it's a revolutionary new study in the field of health, using food to literally switch on and influence your genes' functions. So revolutionary that Time magazine even did an article on this called Why Your DNA Isn't Your Destiny, and how epigenetics reveals that it's not so much about your past that influences your life, you know, the hereditary thing, but your lifestyle and consumption. And this product contains sulforaphane. It's a powerful substance that comes from the broccoli family. It is potentially the most versatile, multifunctional, and fundamentally essential of all plant bioactives, and as such, should be considered an important part of your diet. Why do you think Mom always told you to eat your broccoli? Because it's not just good for you, it's great for you. Another one of our products that has this amide fusion technology is Amega True. It's the only EcoCert organic certified skincare energized with amide fusion technology. Amega True products are 100% natural, and they tap into the energy of nature's best ingredients to bring you the purest skincare available. If you're ready to reverse the signs of aging, these 9 products that are in our skincare line will help rejuvenate and revive your skin and bring about a more youthful appearance. By the way, Amega is age reversed, a product line that is so innovative that it encompasses all aspects of beauty. And Amega True products are not tested on animals, for those that are wondering about that product. AmWater Actify is the first of its kind water system that offers the most profound hydration possible for every single cell in your body. The Actify unit energizes the water with zero-point energy using Amega's amide fusion technology, and it uses water straight from the tap with its state-of-the-art 9-stage filter to create alkaline water to help balance your body's pH levels. It also has purified water for drinking and taking medicine and mixing with powdered baby milk, and acidic water not for drinking but for skincare, face washing, bathing, shaving, and even washing kitchenware and tableware. Another one of our products is the Am Pendant Universe Collection. Worn around the neck, where you can wear them day or night to help reorganize your energy field within about a 3-foot radius. Now again, this product comes in rose gold, bronze, silver, or gold. Like the AM1, helps restore your bioenergetic field to its natural balanced condition or homeostasis. And people who wear it have also reported more strength, endurance, energy, and flexibility. The AM pendant uses specific crystals enclosed in a titanium casing and creates an energetic bubble that helps protect the wearer from e-smog, EMFs, and other negative energies that attack our bodies on a regular basis. These are just some of the products Amega Global has developed using this exclusive amized fusion technology, and more are in development as we speak. And as I've mentioned towards the top of the call, some of these new products will be announced at our upcoming leadership meeting taking place in Malaysia, July 20th through the 23rd. And you can find out more details on this event by logging on to amegaworldwide.info and clicking on the banner on the right side of the page that says Leadership Meet. Now, in addition to good nutrition, sound mind, and healthy exercise, our body, of course, has the ability to heal and correct itself from imbalances that attack us every single day. Amized fusion technology products resonate at a 0-point energy, and they help our bioenergetic field source the life energy to release the congestion of the flow of energy in the body and harmonize the resonance of our bioenergetic field to bringing all aspects together into one. Mental, emotional, physical, and environmental, all bringing it into harmony. And Amega Global is a world leader in energetic wellness technology. Live life energized. Now, in the last few minutes we have, let's take some time to go over some items and upcoming events. We got some exciting things taking place. First of all, we've enhanced the ordering process for those of you who want to order products. You can now, by downloading a special form, fax your order to us. Attention BA support at 949-954-8566. You can also send us the order form by mail. Amega Worldwide, 16160 Scientific Way in Irvine, California, and the zip code is 92618. Or if you scan the order form, email it to us. Attention BA support at cs@amegaworldwide.com. Now, one of the best websites that we have to help share a lot of information with you, where you can look up a lot of information, the training videos, product details, find out about events that are coming up, www.amegaworldwide.info. This is a great website. I would say bookmark it on your computer so that you can go back and refer to it all the time, and you'll find out a lot of details, a lot of things that are coming up. We also have our corporate conference call taking place on Monday, June 20th, starting at 6:35 p.m. Pacific time, with our Vice President of Business Development, Calvin Starr. Again, starts at 6:35 p.m. Pacific time. The phone number is area code 218-862-1300. And when the phone call engages, you enter a special PIN number, personal ID number, 886161, followed by the pound sign. And you'll be able to join and listen to the corporate conference call update with Calvin Starr. Every Sunday and Tuesday, we also have business overviews. This is basically an overview of the Amega opportunity, the business, and our products. This takes place every Sunday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and the nice thing about this is it's not just here on the computer and the screen in front of you where you can watch the slides change. Somebody may be on the road. They may not have a computer, or they may not be as computer savvy as you and I are. That's okay. They can call in. In the U.S., the phone number is area code 609-318-0024. In Canada, the phone number 647-955-3754. And all they need to do once they've dialed in is enter the PIN number 504-213-305, follow the instructions, and they will join us for these calls. Again, they take place every Sunday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. And if you're on the internet and want to watch the presentation, you could go ahead and register on amegaworldwide.info. You click on events. then webinar registration, and click on the date of the upcoming event, whether it's Sunday or Tuesday, and join us. This is a great opportunity to share with your prospects. Let us, the company, do the talking. All you have to do is have them join us on the call. We have a couple of specials I want to let you know about. One is our Amgenix DNA Share Pack. And actually, you get 2 DNA boxes. You get 30 postcards. The cost is $129, and you're actually saving more than $75 with this. And here's what you do. One of the boxes open up, and take each sachet. There's 30 sachets in each of the boxes. Take one sachet out and insert it into the slit of a postcard, so it looks like that the sachet is right on the postcard. Just look at the image that's on the postcard. It'll match right up. And then share the sachet and postcard with those you know. Keep it with you at all times. Whether you're out on the road or if you're visiting family and friends, just hand them this sample and the postcard. The postcard gives you a little bit of information about the product. Here's some other things that you can do. You can even sell the second box. You can give away the second box if you want, like say you're conducting a meeting and you give it to a selected person, say raffle it off maybe at the next meeting that you have. However you want to do it, the idea is with this share pack, you have 2 boxes of Amgenix DNA to share with others to help build your business. Another one of the products that we have that's on actual special, so to speak, or at least we have a special promotion with, is our AmWater Actify water system. We talked about it earlier. It is normally about $2,800 retail, $2,900 retail, $2,500 for the BA. But what we're going to do is we have created a 3-payment option, and here's how it works. First payment you make is $1,299, and that includes a $100 processing fee. And you're going to get 60 BV associated with this. As soon as that clears, we send you your AmWater Actify, straight from the company. Then you make your second monthly payment of $799 the following month. You're going to get 60 BV. The third month takes place when you make your final payment, and the rest of the BV is issued. Plus, you're going to get paid a fast start bonus if you're the upline or the person who sponsored the person who bought the AmWater Actify. So it's right there, 3 monthly payments. Instead of paying it all at once, you can do it that way. Don't get me wrong, you can do it that way. But now you have the opportunity to make it, to split it up into 3 easier payments, and you can enjoy the water system right after your first payment. We have right now also our June enrollment special going on through the end of the month, and this is for North American BAs only, by the way. When you order, you can order a rose gold AM pendant and a classic AM wand. The retail is normally $686, but only if you enroll. This is for enrollments only. You will pay $399, and you're going to get both of these amazing products. BV is $225. It expires June 30th, and the nice thing is you get to save over $280. But this is an enrollment-only special. Take advantage of it now before the end of the month. Another great way to stay up to date on a lot of what's happening with Amega Worldwide here in North America is to get on our Facebook page. It's very easy. When you get onto Facebook, go to Amega Worldwide Inc. You type that into the search line on the top of the page. And friend us, like us. We have a lot of great information. We keep you up to date with webinars, with presentations, and we also like to have some fun with our BAs and our guests. So enjoy, join us on our Facebook page. And finally, our next webinar is going to take place on Thursday, July 7th, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific. The topic is to be determined, but we will have one, and we'll let you know that topic in advance. Here's what you can do right now. Click on gotowebinar.com. Click on the Join a Webinar button and enter the webinar ID of 244-832-057. Then you enter your email address, click Continue, enter your name, and follow the rest of the steps to complete the registration process, and we will definitely talk with you, see you then for our next webinar on Thursday, July 7th, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Amega Worldwide and Amega Global, this is Craig Jackman in the Sales and Marketing Department. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us and be a part of our webinar. And good night, everyone.
Have you ever wondered why our most developed populations are plagued by unprecedented rates of chronic illness and disease? In fact, nearly 1/4 of all adults in the US alone are suffering from a chronic illness or degenerative disease. Researchers, doctors, educators, business leaders, and families are asking, why? The truth is, you don't have to look far to find the answers. Our fruits and vegetables are grown in depleted soils, soaked in herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides. Our most important sources of protein are poisoned with artificial hormones and antibiotics. Our food's natural disease-fighting and life-sustaining ingredients killed before they're ever consumed. We are left with nothing more than dead food, empty calories with little or no nutritional value, resulting in undernourished bodies, weakened immune systems, obesity, chronic disease, and ultimately premature death. What can you do to reduce your chances of getting sick? What can you do to once again achieve optimum health and vitality? What can you do for yourself, your family, and the people you care most about?
I think what we're now experiencing is a paradigm shift in healthcare. A paradigm shift which now empowers individuals to take back control of their own health. They do have control over how their cells operate by choosing foods differently.
The answer is clear. Take back control of your health with a different approach, one based on preventative action and self-care before disease strikes. An approach based on the 3 pillars of optimum health, starting with a balanced biofield, your body's own organizing energy flowing freely without interference or disruption, combined with an active lifestyle that reduces stress through exercise and meditation. And most importantly, a healthy diet supported by raw, organically grown foods with their natural enzymes, vitamins and minerals intact. One company with the dedication, resources and vision is about to deliver the next definitive breakthrough in cellular nutrition, a new category of preventative medicine. Simple and convenient for even the fastest lifestyles, energized with amized fusion technology. Loaded with the essential ingredients you need every day, exactly as nature intended. Founded on hard science, built on the revolutionary field of epigenetics.
Epigenetics is a fairly new term in nutritional science and explains the way in which certain food compounds can interact with the DNA in our cells. This is really exciting because we once thought that our DNA was hardwired into our cells and could never be changed. And we thought that it was just what we inherited from our mother and father, but we now know that certain food compounds can influence the way our DNA operates, and this gives us the potential to really enhance our health and well-being.
Backed by published research from renowned institutions, an exclusive proprietary blend, 5 years in the making, packed with many of the world's most powerful food sources, combined with powerful antioxidant precursors, activated by Amega's proprietary cell-active process, delivering high levels of sulforaphane, arguably the most fundamental of all plant bioactives.
Sulforaphane is a compound which is found only in the broccoli family of vegetables. And when it's absorbed into the cells, it has the ability to switch on part of the cell's DNA, and in so doing, it switches on over 200 genes that we know of. And those genes are mostly related to the cell's own defence. Largely, this involves switching on the genes which manufacture antioxidant compounds within the cell and other genes which manufacture detoxification compounds.
Selective is a unique ingredient derived from broccoli sprouts, which delivers a very high level of sulforaphane when consumed. The mature broccoli vegetable has a relatively low ability to deliver sulforaphane, and most of that is lost in cooking.
Switch on your body's natural antioxidant machinery. Neutralize harmful free radicals by the millions per minute. Rebalance and protect. Detoxify and nourish. Grow young and feel energized with the new class superfood. Only from the worldwide leader in total wellness solutions. Only from Amega Global.
With Amega Global, not only will you live the energized life, but you can also earn extra income through our compensation plan. Amega provides you with a global opportunity simply by helping others. Help enough people obtain what they want, and you will be able to enjoy what you want. As an Amega business associate, you can take advantage of 5 powerful features to our business model. First, our compensation plan, designed to help you generate a goal of financial freedom. Second, a very powerful feature of Amega Global is that you can activate reserve business centers to help you enhance your earnings. Your personalized eAmega website contains the marketing tools you need to expand your business, and this is integrated with your online management system. Which leads us to the 5th unique feature of your Amega business, our worldwide distribution network. It's as easy for you to build a business and generate an income in the next city over as it is in another state, or even country. There are 8 ways to earn money in the Amega Worldwide Seamless Compensation Plan. First is the traditional retail customer. Second is with preferred customers who can purchase products at a discounted price. Next, you have our Fast Start bonus on newly enrolled business associates, then Team Binary commissions and Team Generation bonuses, followed by our Mega Matching bonus, our leadership bonus pools that tap into worldwide profits, and finally, the Builders bonus pool that rewards our aggressive business associates immediately for their quick efforts. First, you can earn up to 10% retail profit on your customers. These customers are able to order directly from the company through your personal eAmega website and have their product drop-shipped directly to them. Our Preferred Customer program provides your best customers with savings by allowing them to purchase at wholesale on a monthly basis using our Easy Auto Ship program. And you still have the profitability of receiving 10% on those automated purchases. Next is our Fast Start bonus. As you build your team of personally sponsored business associates, we will pay you 10% on whatever their initial purchase is when they sign up. Now, if a business associate decides that they're not sure at what level they want to start, but decides to upgrade to a higher level in their first 21 days in the business, we will pay you a 10% Fast Start bonus on their upgrade order as well. Now things really start getting exciting as we move into Team Binary commissions. Each business associate builds 2 teams, a left team and a right team. The first person they enroll will go on one side, and the second person they enroll will go on the other side. The third or any subsequent people enrolled will be placed under the business associates they enrolled on either their left or right team. You're eligible to receive 10% commission on the BV from your lesser volume leg based on enrollments and upgrades. This could also be volume from business associates enrolled by your upline and placed on your team. To be eligible to receive Team Binary commissions, you must have personally enrolled 1 active business associate on your left team and 1 active business associate on your right team. If you decided to get started at the silver level, you are limited to $300 commission per day per center, which equals $2,100 in binary commissions per week or $8,400 in binary commissions per month. If you started your business at the titanium level, then that cap is raised to $400 in binary commissions per day per center, which comes to $2,800 in binary commissions per week or a hefty $11,200 per month. And finally, if you begin at the platinum level, the potential binary commissions shoots all the way up to $1,200 per day per center. That's a possible $8,400 in binary commissions per week, or $36,000 per month, assuming you are active and qualified. Our next very lucrative area of compensation is known as the Team Generation Bonus. We pay to an unbelievable 7 generations. 10% on the first generation, 15% on the second generation, 10% on the third, 8% on the fourth, 6% on the fifth, 4% on the sixth, and 2% on the seventh generation. In order to receive bonuses on the first generation, you must have personally enrolled 2 active business associates. To receive bonuses on the second generation, you would need to have enrolled 3 active business associates. Continue to add 1 personally enrolled active business associate for each generation you wish to earn bonuses, up to 8 personally enrolled active business associates, and you'll receive bonuses on all 7 generations. One of the keys to this bonus is dynamic compression. This simply means that if, for example, someone on your 3rd level was not active, they do not count as a level for you. However, the people on your 4th level under that inactive business associate now become your 3rd level, and so on per level until all eligible generations are properly filled. Our 6th way to earn with Amega is the Mega Matching Bonus. If you're a diamond or below, you are eligible to receive 10% of the commissions that your personally enrolled business associates receive on the combination of their team binary commissions and team generation bonuses. You're also eligible to receive a 5% matching bonus on the business associates enrolled as long as you maintain 60 BV monthly. This, of course, is your 2nd generation of BAs in your enroller tree. If you're a blue diamond, you're eligible for the matching bonuses on 3 generations of BAs to be paid at 10% on the first generation, 5% on the second, and 4% on the third. This assumes that your personal monthly BV is now at 100. At Black Diamond, the number of generations you'll be paid increases to 4 generations, with 3% on that generation as long as you maintain the increased monthly BV of 150. As you continue to advance in rank to Diamond Director, Diamond Ambassador, and Associate Director, you'll be eligible for additional generations of matching bonuses up to the maximum of 7 generations at the percentages shown as long as you maintain the proper monthly personal BV. Now, how would you like to share in not only what you and your team produce, but also from the production of leaders all around the country? For that matter, all over the world. Well, that is where our 7th Profit Center comes in with our leadership bonus. To begin, if you're a diamond and have a lesser leg group BV of 3,000, you're entitled to a one-time $100 reward voucher. Continue to a blue diamond and have 5,000 group BV in your lesser leg, you'll be able to share in the country pool of 1%, as well as receive a one-time reward voucher of $1,000 and a $200 travel voucher. At the Black Diamond level, if you have 30,000 lesser leg group business volume for the previous 3 months, you can now participate in 1.2% of the World Commission Pool, receive $3,000 in reward vouchers, and a $500 travel voucher. As you move up the ladder to Diamond Director, Diamond Ambassador, and Associate Director, the rewards and privileges grow to include substantial car and home vouchers. Our final profit center is geared for aggressive self-starters. If you see the vision with Amega, we want to reward you with our Builder's Bonus. This pool is open to active and qualified business associates and diamonds only. In this pool, your growth is rewarded. Here's how. Let's assume that in your first month, you have 1,000 BV in your lesser leg group business volume, and the next month, you have 5,000 GBV in your lesser leg. You have increased your lesser leg business by 4,000, and this equals shares in our bonus pool. You receive 1 share for each 1,000 increase in the lesser leg GBV. In this case, you would be entitled to 4 shares of the 1% Country Pool Commission bonus. So how should you get started? This is a very important decision that will affect your earning potential with Amega. Here's a few things you need to know. The first level is silver. This requires a purchase of the $49 Business Associate Kit and selections from our product line of up to $199 wholesale. Your benefits for starting at this level are you receive 1 silver business center and have a $300 daily cap on team binary commissions. Should you decide to start at the titanium level, you would purchase the $49 Business Associate Kit, and your initial product purchase for Titanium 1 should total between $200 and $499. At this level, you would get 1 Titanium Business Center and 2 Reserve Centers, which would increase your daily cap in the team binary commissions to $400. The Titanium 2 level would have an initial purchase of $500 to $899, and your benefits would increase to starting with 3 Titanium Business Centers and 4 Reserve Centers, which increases your daily cap in the team binary to $1,200 in commissions. That's $400 per Titanium Business Center. Of course, if you want to maximize your full potential with the Amega Worldwide opportunity, start at the Platinum level. Your initial purchase would need to be $900 or more, including the $49 Business Associate Kit. The benefits here are substantial, in that you would now have 3 Platinum Business Centers and 4 Reserve Centers, maximizing your team binary commissions at up to $3,600 per day. And if you don't make your initial product order when you get started as a BA, you do have 21 days to place an upgrade order to take advantage of these options with the highest rewards. Our leveraged compensation structure allows you to build for the future. Share our tremendous life-altering products and amazing opportunity. Join the self-care evolution. Amega Global. Live the energized life.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Howard Cohn and I'm a licensed doctor of chiropractic, and I've spent the last 20 years in practice in the fields of natural and alternative health care, with a lot of time spent in nutrition, the field of nutrition. And I got to tell you, in our office we've gone through over the last 20 years probably over 10,000 nutritional products that we've either tested, used, shared, part of formulating, you name it. And I got to tell you, I have never seen a product like the product I'm about to tell you about now. The name of that product is called Amgenix. Amgenix is the first product of its type. There's so many different things I can tell you about. I'm going to tell you the 3 main things that when I heard it, I was like, you're kidding me, all in one product? I've never seen that before. So a lot of us know, if you're a baby boomer like me, one thing you want to do is you want to not get old. We want to do everything we can to not age. And we've heard about these things called antioxidants. What does that mean? Oxidizing means it's like our body gets old. It's kind of rusts, like, your car rusts. And an antioxidant would be something that stops or slows down that rusting process. So, and a lot of people say, well, I've heard about fruits and vegetables, certain things. There's certain superfruits out there. The acai berry, it sounds really good. Limu sounds good. That's camu, noni, of all these different things. And so in Amgenix, the first thing they did was they realized that these antioxidants have value. These are actually what's called secondary antioxidants. And what they did was, rather than say, oh, we should pick this fruit or pick that fruit and put that and have that as our product, they put them all in one. There's actually over 20 different ingredients of these certain what's called superfruits. And that's the base. That's just the base of what's in Amgenix. The second thing is probably the most pivotal thing, and there's a new category in the field of nutrition, and it's called epigenetics. In fact, it's such a new and such a breakthrough category that it warranted being on the cover of Time magazine in February of 2010. And on the cover, and what they talked about in epigenetics, they were talking about our genes, okay? And let me just kind of give you a little metaphor about genetics. Genetics is kind of like what we call a loaded gun. So just because there's a bullet in the chamber doesn't mean it's going to fire, which means just because my mom or my dad or my grandma or grandpa had some kind of certain health challenge or some kind of disease or whatever, doesn't mean I'm automatically going to have it. It means that I might have a tendency for it if I do what they do, expose myself to the same stressors that they have, eat the certain ways, and take care of my body the way they did. That stacks the cards in that favor. Well, in epigenetics, they've identified there are certain foods, actual foods, that have properties that have the ability to turn on our genes that protect us from firing these abnormal genetics. One such food is broccoli. And in broccoli, not just broccoli, broccoli sprouts, there's an ingredient called sulforaphane. And there's been all kinds of different clinical studies on sulforaphane. What sulforaphane does is it turns on, it's been documented to turn on over 200 genes within our cells that are responsible to protect our cells. They're responsible for detoxifying our cells, controlling inflammation, and cellular protection, protecting us, keeping us from what we talked about, oxidizing. So that is a breakthrough, because one of the things that it does is so many things that it does, but it turns on within our cell an element called glutathione. Okay, what is glutathione? You may not have heard about it. A lot of people haven't heard about it. It is what's called a primary antioxidant. And a lot of people try and take it in pills and capsules, IVs, all kinds of stuff, and it gets eaten up in the digestive tract. Our body does not utilize it. Well, what happens is it turns out that the way to actually get it the best is to actually turn it on or switch it on within our cells. And sulforaphane from the broccoli sprouts is able to do that. And that is a principle, one of the principal ingredients in Amgenics. If that wasn't enough, the next thing, and the thing about this company that made Amgenics, Amega Global, they are the leader in the what we call the self-care movement. And the future of medicine, as I've seen, and if you've heard anything, is going to be in the area of energy wellness. And they have this product, not just the ingredients that we've talked about, but it's actually 0-point energized. It actually goes in a amized fusion chamber, which was created by this company and a group of scientists that put this together, where a frequency is embedded in this product. So not only are we getting the superfood antioxidants, not only are we getting the primary antioxidant of glutathione switching on our cellular protection, but we're also having it energized so our body goes to this perfect state of balance from the 0-point energy resonance inside our cells, inside our body. So we have this from the inside out. Listen, I don't know about you. We talk about genetics. My mom sadly died of cancer. My father died of a heart attack. I am a loaded gun. I have 2 bullets in the chamber. The number 1 and 2 killers in America are cancer and heart disease. So in China they say, don't wait till you're thirsty to dig a well. It's a lot easier to stay well than it is to have to get well. And that makes sense to me. And I don't want to go down that same route that my parents have. That's why each and every day, not just myself, but my family, my 2 daughters, we all take Amgenics. And I highly, highly recommend that you do the same for yourself and your family.